Hey, what's up, guys? This is Lonnie at Het S Goats. Let's talk about how do you draw a shot up tonight, all right? Let's talk about it. So, when you draw a shot up, depending on what it is you're drawing up will make a difference on the size of the needle, right? So this is a syringe. This is a needle. So this is a 18 gauge needle because I'm pulling up something that is thick and it needs more of an open area to get that fluid into that syringe. So let's talk about it. I like to buy my needles and syringes in a sterile container because I know it's clean and there's nothing wrong with it. If I'm vaccinating 100 head of goats, it's going to be different because if I'm vaccinating 100 head of goats, I have needle tips and a different applicator. So if I have 100 head of goats, I'm going to change the needle out every goat, but my applicator is going to stay the same. If I'm giving a goat a antibiotic, I go to these sterile guys because it's a one-time use. It's every day for 3 days to 5 days, depending on what's wrong with the goat. So I like these sterile guys. So I open it up. We got the syringe, we got the needle. So before you try to draw anything out of a bottle, first thing, tighten the needle on the syringe. Because if I try to pull this and stick it in the bottle and the needle is loose, it will pull air into the syringe, and I don't want to put air into the syringe if I don't have to. So here I have tightened the needle, syringe. So if I'm going to draw 8 cc's, I'm going to take this and I'm going to pull it all the way down to 9 cc's or ml, whatever you want to call it. So from there, I'm going to stick it in the bottle. So your bottles will have a rubber cap on them. You see that in the center? That's a bullseye. I'm going to stick that needle in the bullseye like that, okay? Then from there, the air that I pulled, the 9 milliliters or cc, I'm going to inject that into the bottle. The reason I inject that into the bottle is because these bottles are pressure. They have a vacuum in there, okay? So once I push the air in, I'm going to pull that needle, the syringe, nice and slow. I'm going to pull it to about 8.5 cc's. And I'll tell you why. I only needed 8. But I'll tell you why here in a second I go to 8.5. Okay? So look at it. So look at the top of the black. I'm going to go to 8.5, 9, that's fine. If you go to 9, that's fine. But look at the top. You see the air bubbles in there? So watch when I let go of it. Sometimes the air bubbles will suck back in the bottle, okay? I like to flick it. The air bubbles will go to the top. And I give it just a little push, and I just heard it. I heard it go, whoosh. So I needed 8 if you really look at it. So I'm going to push this back to 8. Right there, 8. So I don't have any air in the top. There we are. We're ready to go. So from there, where did it go? I'm going to take this top and I'm going to put it back over the needle. You don't want to damage the tip because that's what's going into the animal. If that's bent over, you could rip flesh and hurt that animal or have a spot where the animal gets an infection. So nice sharp needle. Just think about it like your arm. Would you want somebody to stick you in the arm with a dull needle? No. I want sharp needle, okay? We'll put that back on there. That's going to protect the tip. So there we are. We're ready to go. This is ready to give to an animal. But the biggest thing, guys, is needle size. You'll learn over time. If I'm giving a CDT vaccine, I can use a smaller needle. If I'm giving penicillin, I got to use a thick needle, big needle. If I'm given LA200, LA300, now it's LA300 because they don't make LA200 anymore. You're going to need to use at least an 18 gauge needle, which sucks, but it is what it is. So guys, those of you giving shots, I hope it helps. But yeah, so thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate you. And I hope you have a Merry Christmas. And I will get more videos out. Some of them dumb, some of them stupid, but hopefully you learn from some of them. Thank you guys. Bye.